Chris is the lone investigator behind NKPS Paranormal, a YouTube channel devoted to real-time explorations of haunted and remote places. This time, he's back in a deep forest in Kentucky, an area he's visited before, but never dared to spend the night alone. It's nearly 11 p.m. when he arrives. The thick woods are alive with night sounds, frogs, insects, the occasional distant snap of a branch. Chris mentions keeping a firearm and bear spray close at hand, but it's clear his concerns aren't about animals. These woods have a reputation for stranger things. He sets up camp, settling into his tent. When the first oddities begin, the sounds of the forest fade away, dropping from a noisy chorus to complete silence in seconds. A classic sign, he notes, that something is nearby.
I don't think I'm gonna cook tonight. What was that? It's a weird squeaking noise. Like, almost like a turkey, but turkeys don't do that at night. Guys, I'm hearing stuff walk around the tent. I've got the knife here for protection. Also got the pew back here, the gun, GUN. But that, you hear that noise between the frogs? I think that's a coyote, but hear that? I don't know. Never heard that noise back here before.
For a moment, the stillness hangs heavy, broken only by faint rustling and the occasional snap of a twig. Then, just as suddenly, the frogs return. Whatever passed through is already gone.
Oh, and I already started the old step 2, Steve Wallace style. Got some Southern Comfort in there. Trying to get relaxed, trying to fill this area out. Listening to my surroundings. Somebody out there? You heard them frogs? You heard how loud they were? Now it's quiet. Little bitty bugs, sure. Like you can hear them, like the cicadas. But
By 2 a.m., Chris decides to test for activity. He sets up a Melmeter and REM pod beside him, activating the Spirit Talker app. Almost immediately, the devices begin reacting. For several minutes, he asks questions, receiving steady, intelligent responses, enough to convince him something unseen is with him. But the night's most disturbing moment may not be paranormal at all.
well, I'm gonna give you all a few more minutes, and then we're gonna call this quit with this stuff. Then we're gonna go out and walk around and see what we can get into, see what we can find. And then we're gonna call it a night. Hey! Hey! What the fuck was that? Jesus Christ. Something just literally jumped on this tent.
Despair.
Who is out there? Did you all see that?
Without warning, something slams into the side of his tent with enough force to make him flinch. No footsteps before, no movement after. Just impact. The weight behind it doesn't feel like any animal he's encountered in the wild. His pulse hammers in his ears as he forces himself to stay calm. Eventually, Chris unzips the tent and steps into the cold darkness, sweeping his flashlight across the clearing. Nothing, no movement, no tracks. Not even the sound of retreating footsteps. Whatever it was, it's simply gone.
There's that noise again. I hope it's picking up on the mic. It's like chatter, like back and forth. So we've heard footsteps. Whatever that was, it jumped on the tent. Now, instead of the owl being down there, owl is up there hooting. Heard chatter from whatever that is. It's been a wild night. We got some good evidence on the spirit box. We were talking to somebody. The woods are quiet. They're dead right now. I hate to use that word, but it's dead silent. Whatever pushes the tent down had to have some weight to it. Calm down, Chris. Be logical. What could it be? Could a branch drop and hit that? It didn't feel like a branch. I don't know, guys. I'm bewildered. I have no clue what jumped on my tent. I mean, what would jump on your tent? Or push on your tent? Whatever.
Shaken, he tries to rest. Around 6 a.m., the tent shakes again. But this time, he can't say if it's the wind or something returning for one last visit. By morning, Chris packs up, leaving the forest behind. He promises to return, still determined to uncover the truth. But for now, he carries the memory of that night, and the knowledge that something came to him in the dark and vanished without a trace. What's up, Silent Nightmare family? I have something huge to share with you today. We just crossed an incredible milestone, 50,000 subscribers. But now it's time to set our sights even higher. If we hit 100,000 subscribers by the end of September, 10 lucky subscribers will each receive a $50 gift card. You can choose any gift cards. That's $500 in total prizes as a thank you to this amazing community. It's super easy to enter. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like this video, comment below with your favorite Silent Nightmare video or your scariest camping story. That's it. Let's hit 100K together and celebrate the only way we know how, with a massive giveaway. Tommy and his wife Rachel were no strangers to the outdoors. Most of their time was spent traveling in their van with their loyal dog, chasing adventure wherever the road led. But their latest trip to the woodlands of southern Oklahoma stirred up an uneasy memory, because the last time they were here, they'd heard something strange. As they pulled into the remote clearing, an eerie, drawn-out howl cut through the stillness.
We're at roughly the same place that we heard something howling before, where somebody tried to get in the van. Storm coming in. Yeah. We're sitting here just having a conversation, and something back over that way is howling.
Yeah.
There are no dogs that way. And it's not a dog barking, it's a loud howl. I don't hear it now.
Yeah.
But there was a howl. There was a loud, long, a few of them drawn out.
Yeah.
Like roaring. Same thing I heard before. Same exact thing I heard before.
No houses for miles, no dogs, only endless trees. They locked eyes, a flicker of doubt passing between them. Was coming back a mistake? Yet curiosity outweighed caution. They stood quietly, listening. The howling came again, low, guttural, unlike anything they'd ever heard. Then another, louder, closer.
There are no houses that way. There aren't dogs. Now I'm hearing one over here. Well, I hope the mic is picking this up. Yep.
Like over there somewhere?
That way.
Yeah.
That's one reason we keep coming out here. Because there's something going on. There is something happening out here. We don't know what. Hopefully the don't know, honey.
I'm a little freaked out.
Rachel's getting a little bit freaked out. Camping cook for y'all tonight. Gonna make this a... That is howling. What is that? I don't like it. No, no, no. I don't like that.
So,
Some creature.
I don't know what's
Ers,
going on.
creature, apostrophe S, creatures, S apostrophe. What?
There's something out there.
Yeah. I don't know.
No.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Do?
I don't even know if I want to stay here. And you know, ask her. I don't get afraid. I don't get scared. But this place is already, it's already made us, Badger has been perked up before. I know. I keep hearing it.
It is. Yeah.
Good God, you hear that one? Nope. Look.
There goes a kid.
No, this is, they're loud. They are loud. Ah, I hope this mic picks them up. Yeah, I don't know about that. Don't know.
It came from over there.
Yep. I said there's one back that way and one back. There's one to the right front of the van making a sound. Something to the right front. I don't know. Even how. I don't know how far.
The tension snapped. Tommy sprinted back to the van, slamming the door behind him. Even inside, the haunting sound carried through the walls. Whatever it was big. Still, Tommy couldn't let it go. While Rachel tried to rest, he stepped back outside, flashlight in hand. But now, silence. The forest was calm, untouched, as if nothing had happened at all.
You hear crickets. Heard a crow back over that way. And that boy. I think everything's chilled out now. I still don't know what that was. I don't know. But I do know we're about probably 3/4 of a mile as the crow flies from where I heard the howling before. And there's just nobody out here. It's a pretty good size wildlife area. To be honest, don't know what kind of wildlife is out here. Because those howls, those roars, those vocalizations.
They spent the rest of the night in uneasy stillness, yet deep down, they knew. Whatever had been out there, it wasn't finished with them. A solo camper ventured into the woods for his very first overnight trip. But this wasn't just any night. It was Halloween. As he made his way along the narrow forest trail, he shared a chilling local legend. A ghostly man who wanders these woods after dark, forever lost. Seen only by the truly unlucky. The deeper he went, the heavier the atmosphere became.
Hi guys, we're down at Dungeness. It's Halloween 2024. So I've decided to go out and do a solo camp. I've never done a solo camp in my life. So it's going to be something different for me, a new experience and probably a little bit creepy. I've heard there's been a few hauntings in the area. One story was absolutely great actually thinking about it. I'm just trying not to trip over. But I always remember it. A guy down on the beach fishing. And there's known to be a ghost. He's like an old fisherman type man because it's like a fishing village, desert. He's known in the area to walk around in like dungaree type trousers and, you know, like traditional sort of fisherman sort of dress, old school. And apparently there was a guy down on the beach fishing away, and he was just getting to a point where he was ready to pack up to go home. And he turned around and see a bloke standing there staring at him. Bearing in mind this is in the dark at night time, not midnight. And anyway, he sat there, he sort of spoke to the bloke a little bit. The bloke didn't answer, he just stood there staring. And he decided that enough's enough, I'm going to leave. Turned around to look at the bloke again, and he'd gone. Well, this guy freaked out, and he's rushed back to his car, and he's jumped in his motor, and he was too scared that he didn't even pack any of his fishing rods up or anything.
By the time he found a small clearing to pitch his tent, the forest was unnervingly quiet. As the sun slipped below the horizon, the silence seemed to press in from all sides.
Right guys, that's the tent all pitched up, ready to go. How exciting. It's only an old tent I'd laying around, but it does me okay. So nice and quick and easy. Cool, you can hear all the birds singing. It's so peaceful down here, apart from the main road. It does feel a little eerie though, if I'm honest, especially on your own. I mean, it doesn't look much in the camera, but the sun is going down fast. It's quite creepy.
By 11:15 p.m., he crawled into his tent, noting how the stillness felt unnatural, almost expectant. Then, faint at first, came the sound. Slow, deliberate footsteps crunching the forest floor, circling his tent.
It's getting a bit creepy outside. I thought I heard a few noises here and there, but I'll just put it down to animals, I think, because you know, it's a bit nasty out there. So I think what I'm going to do is, I think I'm gonna, because there's not a lot else I can do, I think I'm gonna get my head down, because it's now 11:30. So what was that? Did you hear that, guys? What the fuck was that? What was that noise? It sounded close to the tin.
His pulse thundered in his ears as he grabbed his flashlight and stepped outside. Nothing. Not a single sign of movement. Reluctantly, he returned to his tent.
Because that wasn't very nice. That sounded a bit close to the tent. Fucking hell. Can't see anything, guys. I haven't heard the noise since. I don't know, guys. It's creeped me out a lot though. This solo camping is a little bit is a bit sketchy, if I'm honest. Oh, I don't know what that noise was, guys, but I'm back in the tent and I think I'm just going to call it a night because I'm quite tired. I just hope whatever that was has buggered off. I don't know what it was, whether it was an animal or I really don't know, but that was scary.
Hours later, at 2 a.m., it struck. Something slammed into the side of his shelter again and again until the fabric began to cave.
What was that, guys? Shit. Someone out there. Shit. That's shaking me up, guys. That's really shaking me up.
Heart pounding, he unzipped the flap and swept his light into the darkness. No one there, but the unmistakable feeling of being watched gripped him. That was enough.
What the fuck was that? Absolutely shitting myself. What the fuck was that? I can't do this, guys. I can't stay here. I cannot stay here, guys. I really can't. I don't know what the hell that was. There's someone here. There's got to be. There's someone here. Shit. I ain't hanging around here, guys. I've left my tent. I didn't pack it up in the end. I'm sorry about the head torch. I'm not turning that off. I'm not turning the head torch off. I need to see where I'm going and who's around me. Because, this isn't very nice, guys. This really isn't very nice.
He tore down his camp in a panic and fled through the night. Was it just a cruel prank? Or had the local legend been waiting for him all along? This is Daniel, an avid outdoorsman who loves wild camping and immersing himself in nature. On his YouTube channel, English Woodsman, he shares his adventures with viewers, braving the elements with unwavering positivity. Rain, wind, or freezing temperatures. No challenge is too harsh for Daniel. He always finds joy in the great outdoors. But in this particular clip, keeping that positivity became much harder. It's May 4th, 2023. With his usual excitement, Daniel sets off on a new adventure. Upon arriving in the forest, he takes a walk to scout the perfect spot for a meal while testing out his new grill.
So now I've found my little spot where I'm going to be doing the cooking. I want to show you what I'm using. Instant grill. Check out this. I hope this manages to cook my dinner, because that'd be one lump of steak going to waste. Oh, ladies don't want her. Oh, it's cooking it already. Look at that. There's a big difference already there. I'm starting to hear the juices drop off the steak and going onto the charcoal things. Oh, this steak is cooked perfect.
Happy with how his steak turns out, Daniel enjoys dinner, surrounded by the peaceful sounds of nature. The evening feels perfect, calm, serene, and exactly the escape he was looking for. As the sun slowly sinks, Daniel packs up and hikes toward a secluded clearing he's chosen for the night. Satisfied and confident, he feels like nothing could possibly ruin this great evening. But little does he know, something unexpected awaits.
Right, so it sounds like there's some young kids where I want to be. There we go. I've just been called a sad old git. I'm only 40 years old. I've just been abused by a load of young kids. Called me a sad old git. Wow. Right, so you can see it's starting to get a little bit darker now. Most of the street lights are coming on. I've just been laying down on my bag. I think I fell asleep for about half an hour. I'm going to continue just laying down, just till it gets a little bit more darker, then I can get set up. Right, so I thought I'd show you what I'm using. Well, I can get away with having the light on. If it's too dark, I don't want to be shining my light, attracting attention to myself. So my Miltech bivvy. So then I've got my OEX 200 sleeping bag, my Flux 5.0 air mat. So that's supposed to give you some warmth.
Although he couldn't settle in the exact spot he planned, Daniel finds a quiet clearing and prepares for the night. As darkness falls and the temperature drops, his calm is suddenly shattered. Out of nowhere, a massive deer charges at him, ramming its antlers into his stomach with full force.
Massive deer. Just over there looking at me. Oh shit, it's running towards me. Let me get my breath back.
The impact knocks the wind out of him, leaving him gasping and struggling to breathe. Stunned and in pain, Daniel clutches his ribs as a sharp ache intensifies with every breath. The deer, startled by Daniel's presence in the tall grass, instinctively lashed out, a harsh reminder of how unpredictable nature can be. As the shock fades, Daniel steadies his breathing, but knows the pain is too great to stay. With heavy disappointment but clear judgment, he packs up and makes the painful walk back to his car. This video is a powerful reminder. When camping deep in the wilderness, your evening can change in an instant. Nature is beautiful, but it's also wild and unpredictable.